Welcome to the Retire with Peace podcast, the podcast where we help you create a fulfilling and stress-free retirement. Each week, we bring you expert advice, practical tips, and inspiring stories to help you plan and live your best retirement life. Whether you're nearing retirement or already enjoying your golden years, this podcast is here to support you every step of the way. Let's embark on this journey together and discover how to retire with peace.
Welcome back to the Retire with Peace podcast. We continue our series on being healthy and staying healthy in retirement with another episode from about a year and a half ago, where we highlight the benefits of walking. Some people think that walking doesn't do that much for you. They're wrong. So, especially when the weather gets out nice outside, get out for a walk. You can even listen to this episode while you do so. Today, let's talk about walking. Walking is extremely underrated as a form of exercise. And I say it's underrated because there's a lot of other fancier workout plans, a lot of which are great. So I'm not bashing them whatsoever. And I do a lot of higher intensity work for myself, but I also include a lot of walking. Walking is easy. It's free. You don't really need to buy equipment other than a nice pair of shoes. Maybe you can add on some equipment if you want to wear a backpack and make it more challenging or go hiking or something. You might need some more equipment for that. But in general, getting outside and just walking along the sidewalk, it's easy. It's free. Anybody can do it as long as you don't have some injury limiting you to do it. So it's very underrated in terms of the benefits that it can provide when compared to how cheap and easy it is to do it. So I encourage everybody to get out and go walking as much as you can, especially this time of year as we are recording this and it's coming out. It's in the fall, so weather's generally pretty nice. You might get a little rain, but even that shouldn't stop you. If the temperature is great, I would recommend even walking with an umbrella. Maybe your shoes get a little bit wet, but it's still worth getting out and getting a walk in as much as you can. Don't overdo it, but there's a lot of benefits to walking. I learned this myself when I could really no longer do distance running. Maybe someday I'll be able to get back to it. I just have some knee issues that have prevented me from running in the past couple of years. But I used to just, I wasn't a good runner, but I could, lace up the shoes and go do 4 or 5 miles. That's not an option at the moment. So I had to turn to walking and really discovered for myself what a lot of the benefits are. Not just physical, although there's a lot of physical benefits, but there's also a lot of mental health benefits as well. So let's go down the list of some of the benefits. First of all, you're going to burn calories. Not as much as if you're in a higher intensity or if you were running or if you were mountain hiking, which is still a form of walking, just a little more difficult one. So you're not going to burn as many calories, but you'll still burn a good chunk of calories just walking. And in fact, this is going to depend on age and how fast you walk and how big you are and all that stuff. But generally speaking, if you walk for an hour, you're going to burn a couple hundred calories. Again, that's going to vary by different factors. But roughly speaking, walk for an hour, you're going to burn a couple hundred calories. Now, some people will say, and this is probably true, that at a minimum, all you need to do is get out and walk 10 to 15 minutes a day. And that would be good. That's a whole lot better than nothing. I would encourage a little bit farther if you can, just so that you're out there and building up a little more cardiovascular exercise, maybe trying to walk a little faster, a little bit longer. I think you're going to see more benefits in terms of just cardiovascular strength and also just walking leg strength over time. And you'll be able to burn some more calories if you go a little bit longer. But if nothing else, at least get out, do that 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's really going to help you. Because what it also does is it can also reduce blood sugar and reduce hunger. So when you're exercising, it may seem counterintuitive. A lot of times people think, well, if I exercise more, I'm going to be hungrier, which can certainly be the case if you're doing something super, super high intense all the time. I remember when I used to run cross country, and now I have a son running cross country. Yeah, you're pretty darn hungry after running, cross country practice. So certainly, if you're doing something really high intense, you're going to be hungrier. But if you're doing that high intensity, you're also burning a lot more, so you need more fuel. When we talk about walking, that moderate exercise, you're burning calories, but just by moving and having your body in motion, it can reduce a lot of different cravings and signals to go to your brain. So it can actually reduce your urge to eat. You can reduce your hunger. It doesn't go away, but it can reduce it. And that's helpful when we're talking about overall health and overall weight management. So get out and walk, reduce that blood sugar, reduce that hunger. It's also good for your immune system. Any exercise is good for immune system. Maybe if it's too intense, maybe it hurts your immune system, but really any moderate exercise for sure is going to help your immune system because you're helping with blood flow. You're releasing a lot of chemicals from your body, from your muscles that are going to help fight illness. So just getting out and walking a little bit is for sure going to help with your immune system, especially if you are consistent and doing it over the long term. There's also been some discussions that I've come across recently talking about walking or even just being outdoors in low angle sunlight. So most commonly we're talking about as the sunrise is happening. Now, I'm not an expert on this, but it might be something worth doing where if you're going to get out and walk, perhaps do it while the sun is coming up. There's just been shown to be some mental benefits and other health benefits to being out in that low angle sunlight, especially first thing in the morning when the sun's coming up. So I'm not an expert on that one, but might be something worth combining with your walk if you can just do it early in the morning while the sun's coming up. There may be some extra benefits. I don't know that personally, but I've been hearing more and more about that in recent years. So there might be something to it, and there's nothing wrong with just starting off your day with the walk. It's a good thing to do. So that is my encouragement for everyone today, is to get out and walk, even if it's a supplement to something else that you are doing. So let's say you are, an avid bike rider. That's great. Maybe you do your bike ride and then just walk for 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be an either or. It doesn't have to be a replacement. But just be mindful to include some walking in whatever you are doing. It's a low impact exercise. It's free. It's easy. It's highly underrated. So while the weather's nice, especially, just get out and walk. If you do nothing else, just get out and walk, get that exercise in. That way, when you're getting your sleep, eating your protein, and drinking your water, you can also have this walking as an exercise of nothing else. That's my encouragement for you today. Use this underrated form of exercise to your benefit, many health benefits, burn some calories, reduce blood sugar, reduce hunger, boost your immune system. So many things that walking can be good for as an easy, free form of exercise. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode. I really appreciate your support and hope you found value in the conversation. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Your feedback helps keep the show growing. Until next time, take care and stay strong as we learn to retire with peace.